What is up guys, Phoenix DSC today bringing you start a new series. We're basically going to scrap Venture to Victory due to the fact that, you know, it just doesn't really, I've not had the time to start it, I've had different things going on, and I think this series is really a lot better. This is good for me to play with, and also, you know, it's a lot of fun. There's some really cool squads to see, and you know, I just think it's going to be a little better. So Venture to Victory will be scrapped, and I think we're just going to call this Team of the Week Challenge or something like that. I don't know, I'll think about it. But anyway, this is a really, you know, it's kind of a special team in a way, and you know, it's an insane team to play with. I've been playing with it a few games, and don't think I lost any. And let's just get straight into it. In goal even, we've got Team of the Season Simon Mignolet. You know, he looks like a really solid keeper, 85 diving, 85 reflexes, 84 handling, and 78 positioning. He played really well for me. And you guys, sorry about it looks a bit dark on the screen, I'm not sure why that is. But yeah, once again, hopefully the players will be able to see okay. But anyway, like I say, sorry about that. But like I was saying, you know, good stats on him. Cost me 67,500 coins, and by the way, I'm looking to shift them pretty quickly because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a gold, you know, an all players pack tomorrow night from 6 or 5 or something like that, so I don't want to lose any more coins. And yeah, there's some really good keeper, he did some really top saves. And another quick thing, I've got a lot of things to be talking about. I did get price bumped, so we did lose about 300,000 coins. I wasn't the happiest of chappies at that, and so we're down 300k, and you know, I was really sort of annoyed at that. So we're only about to 1.6 million now, so hopefully we can continue to do this. Anyway, our first centre back in the team is Team of the Season Phil Jagielka. He is a really good player in this game. You know, 73 pace, 87 defending, and 87 heading. Cost me 150,000 coins. You know, it didn't come cheap for me, and you know, he was actually really good. I don't think I conceded that many goals, and you know, anyway, he's a really good player. I'd probably wait to pick him up though, you know, to the end of this sort of what do you call it? The end of this oh, I can't remember what I'm going to say. The end of this till they're out of packs. That's what I'm trying to get out here. And the centre back we have next to him is Inform Koscielny from Arsenal. You know, I've had him before. He is a really strong player. 75 pace, 84 defending, and 82 heading. His price has dropped dramatically. He is only 63,500 coins now. I think I paid like 98 or something at the time. But he, once again, a really strong player. You know, this team, the defence is insanely good. And finishing off the back line, we've got Team of the Season Nastasic, and he is insanely good for only 64,000 coins. 71 pace, 83 defending, and 82 heading. You know, 35 shooting just looks pretty ugly, but you know, you don't need to shoot with him. He once again is a really strong player. This team, I can't get over how good it was to play with. Anyway, let's move on. We'll move on to CDMs. Yeah, we'll move on to CDMs, and our first CDM in this team is Team of the Season Jakob from West Brom. 71 pace, 73 dribbling, 81 defending, 80 heading, and 73 passing. This guy is like, if you were playing like 4-1-2-1-2 or like a 3-4-1-2 and you had him in there, he's the guy that will just sit there. He will sit right in front of your back 3 or 4, and he will protect them. He is a really good player. He won't be like the guy that will play passes through, but you know, he will be the guy like the sort of Nigel de Jong. He will go through anybody to get the ball. Like I say, a really good player, and I think I paid 40,000 coins for him. I will probably lose a few thousand here or there on this team, but his CDM partnership is Team of the Season Arteta, and this guy, he is arguably the star of this team. You know, he cost me 205,000 coins, and that was probably the cheapest as well. As you know, I've been converted to CDM, but he was the cheapest even in centre mid, and he's got like 90 plus stats in every aspect of set pieces, from free kicks, power, penalties, and curve, and it's just insane. He is probably one of my favourite players. I played 6 games with the team, and he scored 4 goals for me. You know, of different variety, coming in, having a shot, shooting from far out. He was just a really fun player to play with. And in a right mid in this team, we do have a right back in Sasha Reither from Fulham. And this was a bit of an interesting decision to make. He cost me 45,000 coins. He's 5'9". You know, he sort of fits the bill for that right mid spot. He's got 81 pace, 75 dribbling, 80 defending, 77 heading, and 80 passing. You know, pretty decent all-round stats for that right mid position. He did pick up a few goals. He got 2 goals in 6 games for me. But you know, he did okay. I wasn't really expecting much. I don't usually like to play right backs at right mid. But you know, I couldn't figure out a way to work this team at 4-1-2-1-2 or anything like that. Wasn't going to work. So anyway, he's in there. He will get 7 chemistry at the end of this. And at left mid, we have got informed Lucas Podolski from Arsenal, and he was an really fun player to play with. 88 pace, 82 dribbling, 89 shooting, and 78 passing. The standout stats. He's 6 foot. Only 68 heading for somebody that's 6 foot is a little disappointing. Also, the 2-star weak foot can let him down. And if he did have an extra star on the scale, it'd make me a lot happier. Once again, his price has dramatically dropped. Only 67,500 now. But once again, you know, he was worth every penny. 3 goals in 6 games and some real belters from him. The cam in this team is, I think it's Gonzalo Castro, is it? Yeah, it's Gonzalo Castro from Bayern Leverkusen. He's got 81 pace, 84 dribbling, 71 shooting, 80 defending, 75 passing and 72 heading. You know, an amazing all-round stats, you know, really strong all-round stats. I'm pretty sure he's a right back where he does play with his normal card, possibly. 5'7", 4-star weak foot and the 3-star skills. Cost me 62,500 coins, got 2 goals in the 6 games. But you know, he was a really strong player. I really enjoyed playing with him, like the majority of this team. And like I say, yeah, he was just a really good player. He was there mainly for chemistry. But anyway, moving on, we do have a silver striker. We've got Teemu Pukki in form from FC Schalke. And you know, I was really disappointed in the first few games of this guy, but he did come through, and you know, he paid me back. He's got 86 pace, 76 dribbling, and 73 shooting. He's got 4-star weak foot and only 3-star skills. 5'11", which means, you know, he's not the smallest about in that striker position. And he cost me 163,000 coins. There was only 4 on the market, so it was an interesting one. Wasn't sure whether to buy it, but I did want him for the team. And then 8 goals in 6 games, which, you know, I was really disappointed in the first 1 or 2 games. I couldn't get going with him. He couldn't compete with some of the teams. But you know, eventually, you know, he showed his class. He won a good few penalties for me as well. And to round off this team, we do have not a Lar. That was a fail. But anyway, he is a gold striker from the Bundesliga, and we've got in form Lewandowski. And you know, he was really good for me. Had him before and wasn't the biggest fan, but 6 goals in 6 games, you know, nothing to complain about. 83 pace, 85 dribbling, 79 shooting, and 83 heading. Really good stats for a striker. It cost me 150,000 coins, which, you know, is not really the cheapest. And weak foot 4-star, and skill moves at 3-star. And you know, this team, oh my god, this was the most fun team I've ever used in a long time. I thought, I've been struggling to enjoy Ultimate Team since losing the 300,000 coins, and this team just, you know, it brought joy to me. And you know, I think we're going to try and win the Gold Cup with this team. So I will throw this in the next clip, and hopefully I'll have enough room. And you know, I'll see you when this is all over. So guys, on to the gameplay we go. I'm sorry about the change of order, I don't know why it does that. But anyway, this is one of the quarterfinals in the second half. I think that makes it 4-1 or 5-1, but Sasha Rita getting a good goal there. Yeah, that makes it 5-1. I just decided I would start recording it. Anyway, we get another goal through Rita. He plays it down the line to Pukki. Pukki takes it around the keeper, and Pukki will just put it into the empty net to make that 6-1. And we do get another goal through Pukki once again, driving down and just hammering that into the net to make that another goal in our favour. So that means we were in the semi-finals of the Gold Cup. We came up against this guy with second in form Benteke and in form Tarat and in form De Gea, a really strong 4-4-2 BPL team. So you know, I was really worried that we were about to get, you know, pretty crapped on here. But you know, we do break through here with Pukki. Pukki will put that into the net to make that 1-0. That guy did do a corner routine where he shoved everybody forward and just left me wide open, which was, you know, pretty stupid. But anyway, we go on again, and Castro done a bit of fake shot and just, you know, hammering that in with the left foot to make that 2-0. Then we do grab a third goal. Lewandowski doing some good work on the edge of the box here, comes back in with a fake shot and hammers it in, and then that guy decided that it was time to rage quit. So we went on to into the final of the Gold Cup. We came in against a 4-4-2, 75 chemistry BPL team. John Terry and Rio Ferdinand at the back, never good for him. a couple of good players in there. The strikers, Hernandez and Torres. Anyway, we get the game going early on. Bit of pinball in the box, eventually falling to Lewandowski from 5 yards out. He isn't going to miss from there. That made that 1-0 in the final, and we were on our way to completing the objective of winning the Gold Cup with this team. Then we get another goal. A good bit of play here. Jakob gives the ball to Arteta, or is it Castro? Anyway, he plays it through to Pukki. Pukki does some really good work here, trying to break free, does really well, and then eventually onto that right foot and just hammers it in to the bottom left to make that 2-0, and we were looking good for our first cup glory in this series. But he did claw a goal back, which, kind of frustrated me a wee bit. He does win a corner here, a good block from the centre back to put it out for a corner. He gets the corner, he puts in the corner, and John Terry is there to nod in to make that 2-1. So, I was still feeling pretty comfortable in the game, but, any moment he could just get that one breakaway to make that 2-2. But we do a good bit of play here, good passing, looking for the open run. Lewandowski plays it through to Pukki. Pukki comes through and just finesses it round Reina to make that 3-1, and the game was virtually over from this point onwards. So, we get another goal. Reither eventually gets the ball back. A couple of roulettes in there. A roulette there. Heel clicker there. You come inside. Another heel click there. Eventually loses the ball, but he picks it up, finds Castro, and Castro puts that in to make that 4-1. So going into half-time, 4-1 up in the final is, pretty good going against any team. But Reither wins the ball here once again to Lewandowski. Lewandowski through to Pukki. Pukki bearing down on goal, lays it back, comes back onto the right foot, and just a really good shot from the edge of the box. So, you guys, if you would, that brings us to the end of this episode. We win the Gold Cup after that. If you have any suggestions you want to see the silver team of the season, I'll try and do something, or the team of the week. And if you like the series, please drop a like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you all next time.